when you're kind of stuck in this like horrible cycle of homelessness, it's so hard to get out of because of certain barriers. And I feel like Rose Haven is really trying to like knock those barriers down so that people can like not only get help there and then like go out and like help themselves.
Alexis, it's great to finally talk to you. We've been connected for quite some time. You were an awesome bass player on a song I put together a couple of years ago with 16 other women or so to celebrate National Women's Day. That was such a cool thing to do with you. And now I get to help you with something cool that you are doing. You are hosting the FEMME Fatale Fest to support the Rose Haven shelter in Portland. So why don't we start there? What is the Rose Haven shelter and why do we need to support it?
Well, Rose Haven it's like a local like day shelter and also community center for women, children, and like marginalized gendered people who are experiencing homelessness. And they're just this really, really great nonprofit, and they're doing so much good work, and they offer so many amazing things to these women and people. They offer like, showers, restrooms. They give them a mailing address because, when you're kind of stuck in this like horrible cycle of homelessness, it's so hard to get out of because of certain barriers. And I feel like Rose Haven is really trying to like knock those barriers down so that people can like not only get help there and then like go out and like help themselves and do all this cool stuff and like, not to go on and on, but they also have like a nurse's station. They offer mental health counseling. Like I saw on Instagram today, they had a therapy dog come in and like, you got to sit and be with the therapy dog. So it's really just such a cool center. And like, I'm just obsessed with them.
We uplift each other through art classes, activities, our holiday parties. But really, more than anything, it's about the collective of women coming together for a common goal.
I kind of just randomly found them on Instagram and I learned what a great program it was. And then I visited their center and was kind of blown away by everything that they had to offer. So like I'd already had the idea for the festival, but I needed a nonprofit to, of course, donate the money to. So I was really lucky that I found them, and I found such a really cool like nonprofit to support.
Yeah. And so you're hosting this festival. It's August 1st and 2nd in the Twilight Cafe and Bar in Portland as well. Now, Femme Fatale, the name of the festival, it does suggest to us that all these bands, they're not necessarily all female, but all the bands that are playing do represent females in our scene.
Absolutely. Yeah. The Femme Fatale Festival, I can't, resist an alliteration. So I just had to go for it. Had to have that name. But yeah, Femme Fatale Festival, last year we had some incredible bands. This year we have even more incredible bands. I just keep finding so many cool bands through this festival. So like, it's just also really fun for me to do.
More bands this year than last year. We've got, I think, 4 bands playing each day, if I'm not mistaken. But how easy was that? Finding these bands to be for this festival. You make it sound like it's super easy. Was it as easy as you make it sound?
Yes and no. Like, yes, it was very easy because this year I feel like we had such a good reception of the event last year that when it came time for it to be, the 2025 festival, I feel like people had, already maybe heard a little bit about it. We're already jazzed about it. were kind of asking me like, hey, when are applications open? I'm interested in playing. So really, I just had so much interest in it, and I was just so excited and really, really flattered that, people wanted to, work with me to put this all together. But yeah, I had so many entries. I think we had at least 30 plus entries
Oh,
this
wow.
year, which is kind of crazy. But also, like, Portland has a really big, amazing music scene. And also,
Right.
we're kind of reaching because we have some bands from Seattle and then also Bend, Oregon, which is south of us, for this year. But I had so much interest. It was really easy to like get all the bands, and then it was hard to pick who I wanted to play because everyone was so cool and everyone was great. So that was the only hard part, was trying to pick who should play the festival.
Yeah. Now, with the 8 bands that are selected for this festival, um, the Portland scene and even the broader Portland scene, if you include, some north and south to that, it's also a very diverse rock scene, or even like within the world of metal, there's a lot of different genres there. There's a lot of bands that love to color outside of the lines, or go outside of the box. So these 8 bands, what can we expect from that? What kind of genres are going to be on display?
Like you said, it is kind of like a big mix. I feel like the first year that we had it, in my mind, I kind of wanted it to be like a more alternative, more metal sounding. So last year, I feel like we had kind of more heavier bands, but we also have heavier bands this year. Even just the two like headliners that we have each night are so like incredibly different. Like the last band that's going on Friday, High Glow, I actually just like spoke to them today about the festival. Really nice band, really nice people. And they want to describe it as like a sludge gaze. So it's kind of like a more light kind of vibe with that. And the opposite, on Saturday, our kind of headliner band is Burial Clouds, which is like a very heavy, very, very heavy metal band. And like, I'm so excited for both of them. We have a killer punk band from Seattle. We got kind of more lighter rock coming down from Bend. And then, of course, like, I'm a elder millennial, so I had to have like a contemporary emo band, which is Here's to Hoping, which is my favorite local Portland emo band. I'm so excited for them to play as well. Paradigm Shyft is also kind of like a prog metal band. Like, we really just have all kinds of stuff, and it's going to be so fun. And I think there's something for everyone there, and everyone who comes is going to, if not love everything, they'll love something and they'll have a good time.
Yeah. No. Everybody that comes will have a good time, and not everybody can, be at a festival in Portland, the first, August 1st or 2nd. In my case, even though I'm in Toronto, I would have been there if it wasn't the due date of my second child, August 1st.
Oh my
So
gosh! Congratulations!
I might have to be in Toronto at that time. But for people like me who just this time can't make the trip, what are other ways that we can support either the festival or directly the shelter?
Well, actually, that's a really good question. I would say, like, if you can't come to the festival, one, like, please go and like check out all of the bands that are playing with us just this year, and also the bands that played with us last year. Like, you're just going to find such a cool collection of like local bands that are just so great, and you'll find new music, you'll find like new things to love. Like, if you can't come to the concert, at least definitely check out these bands, because they all rock, they all rule, they're all so cool. And then also, if you'd like to support Rose Haven, definitely follow them on socials. They also have a newsletter. They always have like a Venmo account up. You can make monthly donations through their website. They're always accepting donations. And yeah, I would just say those two options are probably going to be your best bet if you can't like physically come to the show.
Now, I obviously noticed that you're wearing a T-shirt of last year's edition of the festival. Now, you're also, the people that know you personally know that you are also a graphic designer, and you've also designed the artwork for the festival. Is my assumption correct that this year's artwork is also a little bit of a self-portrait?
I wish. mostly I just wish I was like a demon girl, but also I wish I could afford a Rickenbacker. So no, definitely not. It's way out of my price range. But and also, you know, I do have a pet cat. I think she kind of looks like a panther sometimes. So yes, no, maybe so.
There you go. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of Alexis in there. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously this festival is keeping you extremely busy, but to wrap us up, you are very busy with this festival and supporting Rose Haven, which is amazing. What else are you working on, or that you're juggling with that we should know about?
Well, if I must, I can plug a couple things. But my band, Bone Brothel, we played Femme Fatale Fest last year, mostly just because I didn't think anyone would want to play. So I was like, no, my band will play. It's fine. But my band, Bone Brothel, we're working on our first EP. We don't have a release date, but we are working very hard on that. So we're hoping to release our first EP this year. It's going to rock. It's going to be so cool. And I'm so excited. And then another thing that I started just recently, me and my friend are kind of curating a kind of like femme-focused local zine. I'm just kind of trying to like focus on all these projects that are like building community and like getting like-minded people together. So I just really want to like kind of foster a music community and an art community so that people can come together when times are tough. So I'm just kind of, I don't know, running around like a chicken with my head cut off, essentially.
Awesome. There you go. Alexis, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. It's super exciting what you're doing. I'm very happy to be even just a small part of this amazing festival. And I can't wait to be at the 3rd edition, which I have a feeling with so many bands that submitted to be there this year that you've got already a lot of great people to choose from for next year's lineup. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see footage and reactions and content from the festival.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.